Good morning. So today I want to go over the 2024 Honda CR-V Sport L Hybrid. So this is the Sport L. So on the 2024 lineup for CR-Vs, you have the LX, EX, EXL, which are gas only, and then you have for the hybrids you have Sport, Sport L, and Sport Touring. In this case, I'm using the Crystal Black Pearl. I like the combination of the color plus the wheels. Essentially, I just want to go over some features, stuff like that. Maybe you're interested in looking for a car like this. Maybe you just want to do more research, or maybe you just forget about the features on the car. It happens a lot. These cars are more like computers nowadays. So I just want to go over some features of the car. Any questions, please leave in the comments. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, I'm going to make separate videos. I will leave links in the bio. But right now, let's just start with the key fob. So the key fob does more than your typical lock and unlock with the car. But you can also have different settings. So if you, your friend, family, whoever else is driving the car, they can use key fob number 2. And they can set up the settings and the seating their own way. And if you're the primary driver, you can have key 1 and set up your settings and your seating. Whatever key fob unlocks the car, it will set up the seat that way and also your settings. So it's like, for example, some people like the walk-away auto lock, which when you close the doors, you leave the car will lock itself. Some people don't like that. Some people still like to lock it manually. They can set it up on their key fob. So it's pretty nice. So besides that, you can also have remote start standard on the car. So you click lock twice and you press and hold the circle. You'll see a flash come on indicating that it took the signal. Once it gives you the multiple flashes, there you go. The car's on. In this case, I'm using the hybrid. I'm getting close. You don't hear the car. That's the tricky part with the hybrids. You have to get used to how quiet the car is. The car's on. So let me show you guys. That's actually on. See? So with remote start, the car will stay on for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the car will turn off. Let's say you change your mind, you don't want to go out anymore. You just press and hold the circle. Turns off the car. Summertime, I like to drop out the windows just because the heat gets inside the car. I click lock on twice, hold it. Longer I hold it, the more the windows will come down. And if I keep holding it, the sunroof will also come on. There you go. So I like to drop the windows and then remote start the car, get the vents going, get the heat out. The only thing you have access to the key fob is your trunk. You press and hold the button, it will unlock your trunk. You can also close it from here. So this is the trunk on the back of the CR-V hybrid. So with the Sport L, you get parking sensors. You know there are because a little sensors right there. And you, besides the chrome exhaust tips, so there's another way to unlock. You can use the key fob to unlock the trunk, or there's a button right under here by the reverse camera. You press it, opens it for you. So this is the trunk area of the CR-V Sport L. So when the seat is down, you can also recline the seats if you want to, which I'll show you how to do that. And your middle seat passenger seat belt is right here. I'll show you how to put that on, how to take that off too. So with the Sport L hybrids, unlike the CR-V EXL, it doesn't have a spare tire. Under here is where the batteries are. You have a 12-volt outlet. If you puncture your nail, you need to replace the tire. You have a little patch kit right here, which is a little pump. You just plug it into a 12-volt outlet like this. It will patch the tire for you for 50 miles. The funnel, I'll go over that in a little bit for what that is for, but that's just for emergencies. And if you don't need it, you just keep the little torch in there. Sorry, it's easier with 2 hands sometimes. Yeah. So your trunk. So if you have a lower garage, you can actually program the tailgate to go a little lower. So it doesn't hit the top of your garage, or you just want it lower. So you just put it under the higher height that you want it. Like in this case, I'll leave it like this. Programming is super easy. You press and hold this. You wait for 2 beeps. And the tailgate's programmed. So every time it opens, it's gonna go to that height. You can always change it anytime, whenever you want to. and then if you just want to close it, just tap it, closes it for you. Okay, so on the passenger side, I'm gonna put the seat back, so as long as the car is unlocked, so you can unlock it, this will open up. So it's not capless. You just pull it to the gas station, put in the pump. Once you're done, take it out and then close it. The funnel that I showed you earlier is in case you're stuck on the side of the road and you're carrying those little gallons of gas. That won't reach here because it has two different layers, so the gas doesn't spill. You need to put the funnel in first, and then you can start pouring the gas in there if you don't have like a pump like in the gas stations. Well, it's only for emergencies. You can close it. If the car is locked, you don't have to worry about anyone getting inside the gas cap. Okay, so this is your backspace area for your passengers. You know it's a hybrid for the CRV because of the orange stitching. You have it here on the corners. Let me raise the seat up. And like I said, this is adjustable. You can grab this handle, you can either put it down or you can adjust it. So you have it like that. Or you can actually, in case someone's taking a long road trip, you can recline it. Make it an easier, more relaxing ride. On the back, you have your two USB-C charging stations right there for the back passengers. You have your armrest right here with cup holders. And like I said, in case you're using this, you can put this on. This is where this goes into this little black box right there. Plug it in there. You have to put it in correctly. So in this case, I had it backwards. There you go. And then you can put on the seatbelt. If you don't need it, you can always take it off. There's a little gap right here. You put this in that little gap, and it comes off. Then you can just store it right here if you want it. There's little holes for each of the seatbelts. And just make it nice and flush right there so you don't see it swinging around. And then here's your seats, which are the orange stitching right there. This is what I like, the black on black, because the stitching goes pretty well with the car. Okay. So now to the driver's side. So this is your driver's side. So you have all your mirror controls right here, lock and unlock right here, your mirror controls, and this is where you program the seats. You have forward, back, up and down, your back support, and then your lumbar support for your lower back, just in case you want more support. So let me turn on the car. You know the car is fully on when you see radio right there in the corner. So this car runs on the engine and the batteries. And the good thing is that this one doesn't have to be plugged in. So you never have to worry about going to a charging station. The car uses the engine to charge the batteries like it's doing right now. That's why you hear the engine going right now. So let me go over the interior. So all your four on the Sport Elm, all four windows are automatic. So hard press up, it will automatically close all the windows. Here is your sunroof controls. You press forward, it will close it automatically. The cover is manual, so you still have to do that manually. And then you also have your light controls here. So I have it in the middle, so when I open the doors, lights will come on. And then you have your sunglass holder right here. So here's your entertainment system. So this is the entertainment system. So basically you have wireless Apple CarPlay. Again, I'll put that in the link because I don't have a second phone here. This is how you adjust see how the battery and the engine is being distributed the power, how it's charging. You have different screens for here, which you can go over. I'm gonna set up a preset. So I'm gonna set up like 93.5. Enter. And then when I make this my preset, I'm press and hold this. And there you go. That's how you set up a preset, and you can set up more if you want to. You want to see what's playing out there, you have a station list, so you can see everything is going right there. It tells you what it is, and you can just click on it. So you have your general settings. Most of the time you just want to use this when you want to adjust the sound, like maybe you want more bass, you want to set up all of that stuff, you can. And also balance where the sound is going. If you want to add a secondary Android Auto Apple CarPlay user, you can. You can set up to 6 devices. And obviously you still have Bluetooth available as well. I want to go over the general settings. So everything's going to be saved to key fob number 1. So the things I want to go over is the keyless access setup. So when you put your hand inside the handle, which I'll go outside and show you, you can either have it open your door or all doors. Most of the time I like to open all doors. Some people like only their door, but again, you can save it to your key fob. You can always come back and change the settings if you want to. When you put your hand inside the handle, you hear a beeping and a flashing. You can have both of them on, one of them off, another one off, or all off altogether. That's the only ones I touch. Then I go to driver door setup. So I do auto door lock. So I set it up, me personally, for when I go off to a different gear. Or you can set it up once you hit 10 miles per hour, it will lock the doors for you. And I have the car unlock itself when I turn off the ignition. You know, once I'm home, once I'm to my destination, it will unlock it. Or you can set it up once you go back to park, or when you open your driver door. So in this case, like, I'll turn it off. That's it. And then this is the walkaway auto lock that I was talking about earlier. So I'm gonna turn it on, show you how that works. So the moment I turn off the car, like let's say I'm back home, I'm done for the day, turn off the car, I'll take the key with me, or I'll have that in my pocket. I'll get out, I'll close the door. 1 beep, let me walk a couple steps. 2nd beep, the car's locked. I don't even have to touch the button. And if you're ready to go, like I said, you have keyless entry. So you put your hand inside the handle, unlocks it. There's 3 little lines there in case you want to manually lock it. You put your finger over it, locks it. But obviously I want to go in. Okay, back to this. So those are the major things I'm gonna go over. And then the rear mirror is dimming, which is nice. If someone has those really light LED lights, they will dim down for you. So here are your temperature controls. You have dual climate controls. Your fan speed's right in the middle, which I like, is digital. You can set up your temperature. Your passenger can set it up differently if they want to. But if you're in the car by yourself, just make sure it's always on sync. Here is where you change where the air is gonna flow from. Your front and rear defrosters where your side mirrors. So when you do remote start here, like in Illinois, we get winter. When I do remote start, it will turn on the defrosters past my side mirror, so I don't have to scratch that anymore, which is something really nice, and I don't have to worry about scratching my mirrors anymore. You have a wireless charging pad. As long as you have a case that is MagSafe, you can put it in there, or no case altogether, you can just leave it here. It will charge the phone for you. You have your USB, USB-C port, and a 12-volt outlet. You have different driving modes. So you have normal, sport, eco, and then snow mode. You have your hill assist right there. Stiff down hills, you turn that on, the car will adjust so it does not pushing itself too hard. You have your e-brake right there. You know it's on because of the little red light, and it shows you brake right there on the cluster. You can take it out by pressing on brake, pressing down, or you can have your seatbelt on, put it in drive, and just drive away. It will automatically take it on, which is really nice. You have the brake hold. What the brake hold is, you have to have your seatbelt on. Put mine on. Put on your seatbelt. You do brake hold. Brake hold will appear. Put it in drive. Now it says hold. So I'll take my foot off the brake. Holds it for me. So it holds it for me until I tap the gas, and it goes. Once I come back to a complete stop and it shows hold, I can take my foot off. So this is really nice for stop and go traffic, or you just don't want to deal with holding the brake when you're driving. In my case, I love it. If I had it in my car, I drive a 2022 Passport, which I'll do a video on. I wish that's one of the features I wish I had. That and wireless CarPlay and the Bose sound system. That I'll go over in another video because that's on the sport touring. Yep. And then also I want to go over the paddle shifters, or the generic braking shifters. My bad. Get confused sometimes. So what they do essentially is If you've driven an electric car, the moment you let go of the gas, it starts braking for you, like slowly, just to recharge the batteries. So this does the same. Plus, is the less retention it takes, minus it's gotta start braking a little bit more. So like right now, I don't have anything on it. So I let go of the gas, it's gotta keep going. So it's not even braking at all. So if I start driving and I turn the negative on and I see the little arrows and I start letting go, it starts holding the brake for me. So it's braking right now and it charges the battery. So if I go, it takes it off, and the moment I let go and starts braking, it starts charging the batteries for me. So it's pretty interesting. You can adjust that when you're driving and see what you're comfortable with. Brake hold, take my foot off, so that's why I like it. It's like so convenient. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna go over these buttons. As long as you're in park, you can press and hold this. It will open your tailgate. You wanna close it, just do it again, press and hold. So it's set off for you. Memory seats. Once you set up your seating, you press whatever key you have, so set and whatever key. 1. Program. Simple. You have automatic lights with automatic high beams. So it doesn't detect any cars, any symbols, anything. It will turn on the high beams. Once it detects something coming, it will go back to regular. So here's your skip button. So skip to your next preset. Volume up, volume down. Then to your home button. So for the cluster, you can go up and down with this little spinner. When you want to select something, you press on it. So I want to go over this. So your first one is your fuel and range. So this one has kind of almost half a tank. So you have 153 miles. You have your speed and time. Audio, so it shows you what you're playing. When I skip, it goes to the next preset. Phone, it will show me what phone's connected. Sorry with that. Oops. Navigation just shows me the compass. You have a attention monitor, so essentially the car will know how you're driving. 4 bars, you're perfect. 3 bars, you're okay. 2 bars, it was just saying take a break. 1 bar, the car will not stop, annoying you to actually stop and take a break. You want to see how the all-wheel drive power is being distributed? You can just do this. So it's right there. And once you come to a stable speed, it would just switch, like in this case, it goes to front-wheel drive, which is nice. Because this is all-wheel drive, so it's all-wheel drive all the time. Seatbelt reminders, you have backseat passengers. If someone's sitting on the seat, it will show you a red logo. If no one's in there, it will turn green. In this case, I'm gonna take it off. If I take off my seatbelt, the brake hold will also turn off. Maintenance, so Honda recommends to come every 6 months, 6,000 miles. In my case, I like to come once at 15-20%. Safety features. So this is what you want to get used to being on. Most commonly, you want to turn off your parking sensors. So when you go through the car wash, you're not hearing beeping after beeping after beeping. But you can turn that on and off. You have your lane departure. So when you're driving and you get off the line, it will tilt you slightly back into the road. You can turn that off if you don't like that. You can also turn on your blind spot assist sensors, which are located right there on the mirror. Right there. Your low speed follow-up for your cruise control, parking sensors, and the pre-collision system. So essentially what that is, in case someone brake checks, you don't put attention to that, the car will say brake, brake. You don't put attention, it will brake for you so you won't get into an accident. Saved me a couple times in my old cars, on my Civic and my Accord, so I always recommend to keep that on. You don't want to see anything, you can just keep it like that and not see anything at all. And you can customize warnings, anything like that. So you have a digital speedometer, which is nice. It shows you what mode you're on, temperature outside, miles, and what gear you're on right now. You still have a physical speedometer if you want it. And then here you have your safety feature stuff. So you have your cruise control. You know it's on because you see the same emblem right on the screen. And your lane keeping assist, which is right there. So the lane keeping assist, it will show up 2 lines when you start driving on the road, and it will turn green. You have to be going between 45 to 90 miles per hour. And then the car will basically drive itself. It will keep you center when you're driving, which is really nice. But in case you don't like that, you can always turn it off. But other than that, hopefully you liked the video. Any other questions, please leave it in the comments. And if you guys can help me by subscribing, and also leave me comments of whatever next Honda you want to do, because right now I'm only focusing on Hondas. Please let me know. Okay, you guys have a good day. Bye.